The vast and deep ocean contains the wonderful things of the world.
In this video, we will explore the creatures living in the coral reefs,
where schools of fish from two continents meet and merge into one. Some types of fish guard their eggs quite carefully. They are extremely dedicated parents,
while others associate with friends who are not very good.
Researchers must protect these beautiful animals that are at risk of extinction. Named after Alfred Wallace, the father of animal research.
This is the shallow sea area of Indonesia.
Where eastern marine life meets marine life from Australia.
Creating a sea area particularly rich in the number of species. The 24,000 fish species here form the largest and oldest groups of vertebrates. And they thrive, outnumbering the invertebrates on Earth. However, there are many other species that also live here.
These sea slug creatures feed on sea anemones.
Then, they use the anemone's venom for themselves.
This creature looks exactly like a sea slug, but it is actually a flatworm. Many sea cucumber species are brown, but in this Wallacea sea, it is not so. This creature buries half its body under the seabed and feeds using its long, strong tentacles.
Even the fish here are quite colorfully decorated, like this mandarin fish.
These striped fish are related to the seahorse.
Also present in this sea is one of the highly venomous creatures.
The sea snake's venom is so strong that if struck, the prey dies instantly, without even having time to struggle. This eel, though fierce-looking, is actually not dangerous to humans.
This is a young male fish. Later, it will change sex and become female. Starfish adorn the coral reef with their eye-catching colors.
And its relative, the sea urchin, is the same.
This is also a relative of the starfish. It looks like a swimming tree.
The ghost pipefish blends into its surroundings because it can change its color.
This seahorse looks exactly like the coral it is inhabiting.
So similar that you can hardly tell which is the fish and which is the coral.
These fish swimming in the water look exactly like seaweed branches.
And for safety reasons, these fish must gather in schools.
When they form a large school, the whole school looks like a large predator.
Scorpionfish also blend themselves into the coral reef.
This scorpionfish even mimics branches swaying in the water current.
These tiny fish are crab-eyed gobies.
The lionfish, a close relative of the scorpionfish, does not need camouflage.
They hunt by spreading their venomous spines to form a net and cornering prey.
The frogfish is one of the strangest inhabitants of the coral reef. They know how to create worm-like lures to get themselves a delicious meal.
In just one coral reef, up to 200 species of creatures of all shapes and colors live together.
Not only diverse in shape and color, but their sizes are also extremely different. This 12-meter shark is thousands of times larger than the goby, which is only over 1 centimeter long.
After being born, many young fish must find food and protect themselves.
Meanwhile, many other fish species are cared for by extremely dedicated parents.
From here, heading west, along the California coast. Then swim along the kelp down to their roots. On the deep seabed, you will see red dots floating right before your eyes. That is the Garibaldi fish. Male fish mark their territory on the kelp to drive other fish away. Female fish are attracted by the nests. They will come here to lay eggs. But not long after laying eggs, she is driven away by the male. The eggs need to be fertilized, and this time it's the male's turn. However, his fatherly duties have only just begun. For several weeks until the eggs hatch, he will be fully responsible for keeping the eggs safe from sea urchins.
Although sea urchins move very slowly, the father fish understands they will eventually reach the eggs to eat.
Unless he tries to stop it, like chasing them away for a distance. Then, he rushes back to watch over the eggs. It is wonderful to have a faithful mate, and even more wonderful to have many good friends.
Fish species often live in various types of schools.
But perhaps they often live in large schools of hundreds, thousands, or tens of thousands.
In such a school, if they meet an enemy, the risk of each member being attacked is very low.
But not all schools exist due to large numbers. They also exist due to species differences.
The goby sometimes lives in the same school with butterfly fish. The creature known as the vacuum cleaner of the coral reef. With their mouths, butterfly fish clean parasites off the skin of other fish.
Some fish species go further by schooling with a completely different species.
This grouper has darkened its skin color.
It wants to signal to the shrimp that it wants to be groomed a bit.
The shrimp can eat parasites and leftover food crumbs on the fish's eyes and mouth. Even inside the gills, a very sensitive place for the grouper. Cleaning up a bit to get a meal is one way, and another way is paying with protection.
Swimming among the tentacles of sea anemones are the clownfish.
The mucus layer on the skin protects clownfish from being stung by anemone tentacles.
And those tentacles also protect them from predators. The fish respond by caring for and cleaning the sea anemone. The jellyfish is floating buoyantly above.
It is unclear whether this fish gets stung when swimming among the jellyfish's tentacles.
But anyway, it has a safe shelter and can also eat the jellyfish's waste. These tiny fish seem to have the same tactic.
This stingray is angry with the fish lingering around it. While the stingray intentionally catches shrimp and crabs by digging up the seabed, it accidentally uncovers food for the tiny fish swimming alongside. The competitor of the stingray will certainly not back down.